You go to vote in Wisconsin's presidential primary next Tuesday. Do you know if you should bring your ID?
Should you bring your ID? Right now, no. But that could still change, and there is certainly a lot of confusion about that. Fox 11's Chad Doran has multiple views for us this evening.
In just over a week, voters will once again head to the polls. As it stands now, they won't have to bring a photo ID, unlike the primary in February.
It's very frustrating.
And confusing, according to Neenah City Clerk Patty Stern.
The unknowns as far as the voter ID law, as it stands now, we're removing everything to do with the voter ID law, but from what I hear, it could possibly be in effect for April 3rd.
Stern says she normally has 5 poll workers at each of Neenah's 6 polling locations on Election Day, but she says this Tuesday she'll have 7. And one of the reasons is because of confusing changes in the voter ID law. But GAB spokesman Reed Magny says if the photo ID portion of the voter ID law is not put back into effect before next Tuesday, everything should run smoothly.
What we've consistently been advising clerks is train your poll workers on the procedures for checking photo IDs. However, unless you hear otherwise from us, do not actually check the photo IDs.
But the uncertainty has clerks like Stern scrambling. She's replacing signs telling voters they need a photo ID with signs that now say they don't.
Now I feel like I'm somewhat ready, but that could all change by the end of the week. And it's completely out of our hands. We have no say in it. We do whatever the GAB tells us.
Voters still need to meet the new 28-day residency requirement to vote. They also must sign the poll books to get a ballot. Both requirements are part of the new voter ID law and are still in effect. Stern says Election Day will require plenty of patience for poll workers and voters alike. In Neenah, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
Now, the Government Accountability Board is predicting a turnout for next Tuesday's election to be similar to the 2008 presidential primary. That would be about 1.5 million people, about 35% of the state's registered voters.